Findit is changing the way you search for your information. Today we have information spread across cloud applications. You have a personal email account, a work email account, cloud storage accounts, probably multiples of each of those. You may also have some where you take notes, track deals, collaborate with your team, etc. You're not always at your desk when you need to find your stuff. You need to find it on this tiny little screen. Findit is innovating on the actual experience of search to make it natural and touch-friendly to search across your cloud applications on your mobile device. Let me show you how it works. So in this example that I'll show you, I'm searching across 2 of my Gmail accounts, 2 Dropbox accounts, and 2 Google Drive accounts at the same time. So let's say I receive an email from an investor asking me to send him a copy of my co-founder's resume. I know I have it somewhere, but I have over 135,000 emails and files across my applications. So quickly finding that resume and forwarding it on to the investor could take a lot of time searching and scrolling, but not with Findit. We had a video issue, so I just begin by searching with a key term like resume. I know I received it in the past few years, so I can select time and select a range. I also know that I got it from my co-founder, so I can go to person, select Ben, my co-founder. Additionally, I know I'm looking for a document, so I can go to type and select document as the type. I've quickly gone from thousands of results to just a few. I can select the most recent resume, reference it right within the app, make sure it's the right one, and then easily forward it right onto the investor so that I don't slow down the diligence process. We're taking the complexity of an advanced search and making it natural and touch-friendly so anyone can do it. We're not just dreaming about doing it, we've already done it. Rich is a consultant in Chicago, used Findit 168 times in less than a week. Loved referencing documents and emails on his phone right before going into a meeting. And he's not alone. We launched Findit for iOS just over 2 months ago, and we continue to see increases in both the number of active users and the number of searches being done by active users. And we just launched Findit for Android this week, and Android downloads are almost already catching up to our iOS downloads. It's a premium model. You connect personal accounts like Gmail, Dropbox, and Google Drive for free, and you pay to connect to professional accounts like Microsoft Exchange, Box, Salesforce, and the list goes on and on. So let me tell you about the team. So I'm Levi. I met Alex, my co-founder at Harvard Business School. He had spent 8 years managing big data at big consumer packaged goods companies. Product guy, amazing. Ben, phenomenal software engineer. Spent 9 years at big tech giants like HP and up-and-comers like Omniture before their IPO. And Brandon was a senior mobile designer at Orbitz, responsible for the design of their award-winning apps. We just finished Techstars. We moved to the Valley. We're in Mountain View, finishing a seed round right now, and we're happy to be here. We are Findit.
All right. There you go. Levi. We'll start down here with Andy.
So great presentation, but what's the market size look like, and where are you targeting the market? Is it individuals, corporate customers? Who's your buyer?
Yeah. We all need to search on our phone, but in the professional context, we have to search, and now we're on the go. So it's a prosumer model where you attract people with their individual accounts, but the real opportunity here is getting inside of businesses and helping them search across their mission-critical databases like Exchange, Salesforce, wherever you're storing documents, in a much more visual and natural way on your phone.
Lars.
So I wasn't being rude there while you were talking. I was trying to install it on my phone.
That's what I like to hear.
And it turned out that the first link was 3,000 5-star reviews, but it was a game called Findit. So I
Findit one word.
I almost went the wrong way. Look, so there were some companies that tried to do this, I feel like 2 or 3 years ago, and maybe, so tell me why now is the time to do this, where for whatever reason, and I don't know those companies well, they didn't sort of crest over.
I know them.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, we are not just aggregating search. Aggregated search sounds like a great idea, but it creates more problems because you now have more information that you have to scroll through. We have actually innovated on the experience of search. We've taken the idea of like what equates to Boolean search or complex fields of search and turned it into natural visual cues that you can touch on a phone. So we think the solution why we're different is not just bringing stuff together, but giving you a new and natural way to filter through that in a visual way on a phone.
There you have it. Moving down.
Yeah, I'm curious. Kudos for you for doing Android so early, but you know, it's not as though you have so many users in iOS that it seems like you've nailed it quite yet. But
yeah.
So how do you? I guess my first question would be, how do you feel about where you are? in iOS? And then how do you see scaling that a little faster?
I'm an eternal optimist, so I feel great about where I am. Basically, what we learned very quickly was the response we heard was, wow, I can now find emails and documents on my phone. I could never do that before. And we were getting so much interest from Android, and we really feel like this is a race to be, yeah, there you go, that's what I'm talking about. We want to be the place you go to find your information on a mobile device at a time when everything's mobile, and we needed to be on both platforms as quickly as possible because this is such a better way to search that others will try to beat us there, and we're trying to move really fast.
Charles.
I think it's a great and needed product, but I'm about to watch Lars realize that he's handing a 5-person company his credentials for every cloud service he's a member of. And I'm wondering how he's going to feel about the security associated with a tiny company having all that information.
So security has been key to us from the very beginning, right? So first of all, everything is OAuth in. We're using the security functionality that we get from our platform partners, and then everything on our side is encrypted, hashed, all different servers. We're doing everything we can, top industry standards, and we also aren't saving all your content. We index your content, save it on our servers, but we're still referencing back to these applications to get back to your content.
I totally get the problem, and I've had multiple people just in the last couple of weeks exclaim, not just complain, but exclaim, oh my God, I know this thing, but I can't find it, and I searched on my phone and nothing came up. We have an investment thesis around recursive user feedback that if you make a prediction, then can measure kind of how someone reacts to it, then you can both improve the way you predict and also build a sort of proprietary layer of your own data on top of the standard stuff. So is there an opportunity for that here? You talked about search, but you didn't talk about like after the search.
So the find then what? What do you do with information after you find it?
How do you make it better?
So we've learned a lot about that in the past 2 months since we've launched, but we think going forward that's key. Using machine learning and understanding from users, how do we continue to serve up better results to help you get to what you need to faster? We see that more as down the road, though, because the initial power here is allowing you to use what's in your brain, how you naturally think, to find it in a visual way on the phone.
Cool. Find it some
Download
bread
it.
and butter wine. Mike to Kristen, thank you. Download it.